Hi Taurus, today's video is going to be a general reading. We have the recent past, the present, and the near future, so leading into the month of June and towards the end of June. I also have some advice for you guys. This is just a general reading. I do have a general love reading coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. This is for my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. However, if you feel like this is not resonating or you're disagreeing with me at any moment, you're completely right. Feel free to just get off of this video. It's okay, and maybe you can check out your other placements as those may resonate more for you at this time. But yeah, so also I just want to say that all of the decks I'm using will be linked down below if you did want to purchase them for yourself or somebody that you love. And lastly, don't try to make the messages fit. Again, if they're not fitting with your situation, don't try to force the message, okay? It's not for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so in the recent past, we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So you could have a Leo placement, or somebody significant in your life could have a Leo placement, but it doesn't have to be. In the recent past, you guys could have been feeling a little bit insecure or stagnant. It may feel like it may have felt like that you weren't getting the things that you wanted, or maybe you felt like you were at a standstill, and some of you could have been feeling like undeserving or unworthy, and Spirit really needs you to get out of that energy. For some of you, it's still like resonating in your life right now, where you're not really being action oriented. You're not having that self-confidence that you need. So if you're still feeling stagnant and in that energy, Spirit really wants you to step out of that, okay? Know that you are deserving, and if you do take action towards whatever you want, you can have whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, we create our own realities, if that makes sense. But some of you guys were maybe just feeling a little bit insecure, or feeling like you can't have what you want when that's not the truth. We also have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. The Queen of Swords is air energy. So Aries, oh my gosh, I always say that. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So you could have any air placements, or somebody significant in your life could have had air placements. But I also get that this may be somebody that you've been kind of arguing with. Because I get like that I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. Sorry guys. If I'm like breathing really hard, I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys may have been going back and forth with somebody, and they're showing me like a work environment. So there could have been somebody that you were working with. Maybe it was a boss, or it could have just even been a coworker, or it could have even been customers. It's kind of like you had to be defensive at work. For others of you, this could definitely be like a significant other or a family member, a friend, anything like that. Just take it as it resonates. But currently they are showing me somebody at work, so I don't know who that is specifically for. But it was kind of like every time something happened, you had to defend yourself. You had to say why you weren't wrong, or why what you were doing was okay. And it was just like kind of going back and forth, and it may have felt like you couldn't win with this person. Maybe that like anything you did was never good enough for them, or there was just always something. It's like you were always doing something wrong, but you weren't. It's just that this person was kind of like really hard on you, hard to please, just like ignorant or something. Like this person's not a good person is what they're telling me. And it may not be that they're not a good person, because who am I to judge anybody? But it's like they weren't good towards you, especially when it was like you were trying, you know what I mean? Like you were trying to do something, you were just trying to do your job, or you're just trying to be a good girlfriend or boyfriend, or you're just trying to be a good cousin, brother, sister, son, daughter, you know, whatever the case. Like in whatever situation you were in, it's kind of like this person was never pleased with you, and that may have been contributing to your insecurity. That may be contributing to your stagnancy, the reason you're not doing everything you want, because they make you feel less than when that's not the truth. So let's move into the present time. We have a new start is coming. So you're definitely manifesting new beginnings here. But again, I still feel that stagnant energy. Let me see what these cards are really quick. Oh yeah, okay. So we do have the Fool reversed. I usually don't take reversals, but they wanted me to take this one reversed. We have the Fool reversed and then the Ten of Wands. So yeah, so stagnant energy, but Spirit is trying to give you this new beginning. They're trying to put something new into your life, but you're not being open to receiving. Either you're not noticing this new beginning, or maybe you're not being hopeful for a new beginning, so that's why they haven't given it to you. It's like you're not in like the best state of mind right now, because they're wanting you to go after something with this Fool card. This is Gemini and Virgo energy, so again, you could have one of those placements, or somebody significant in your life could have one of those placements that contribute to whatever this is. So they really want you to kind of take a chance on yourself, you know, bet all in on yourself. That's why they want you to have that confidence, but you're not doing it. It's almost as if you're feeling like you're not good enough. And I do think that it stems from whoever this person, this Queen of Swords, is in your life. And it could be feminine or masculine energy, doesn't matter. But I definitely feel like you're having a hard time kind of being confident in yourself, putting yourself first even, or just kind of betting on yourself and knowing that you can achieve whatever it is that you want. It's like you're not listening to your gut instincts. You're not listening to that little voice in your head that's telling you to like take a chance, move forward, you know, try new things, get out there, be adventurous, you know, all of that stuff, because you're holding on to whatever this Ten of Wands is. So Ten of Wands is all about baggage, and it's all about endings. So the tens are supposed to represent endings, and after tens, it goes back to like the aces. I know it goes to the court cards, but without the court cards, it goes back to the aces. So like new beginnings, and they're wanting you to move past whatever cycle has been put into your life. So that cycle with the stagnancy, with that person who is just kind of like rude, making you feel less than, they want you to move past that and kind of like remove yourself from that situation if you can. I mean, everyone's situation is different, but with that Ten of Wands, it's like you're still carrying all that baggage, and maybe some of you have tried to take that leap of faith, but you can't, and that's because you're carrying all that baggage. It's like they're showing me sorry guys, I don't mean to laugh, but they're just showing me like an image of like the Fool jumping off this cliff, but there's like another cliff here, so they're trying to jump and kind of like float and make it to the other side, but because they're carrying all this baggage, they jump and then it kind of just like drags them down to like the water, and that's like representing failure because the bags are too heavy. If you would have let go of all that baggage, you would make it to the other side. I know. Okay, let me not. But that's what they're showing me. So hopefully that makes sense. You guys need to kind of let go of things from the past, people from the past, situations that you're kind of like harboring over, or like having any type of like grudge, or it's like if you're holding a grudge towards someone, they want you to let it go. Forgive people, but not for their benefit. Only forgive people for your benefit. You can forgive somebody and never talk to them again. And you don't even have to tell them you forgive them, just in your subconscious forgive them. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're wanting you to let go of whatever that baggage is so you can move forward and finally take that leap of faith and land on the other side of success. Okay, so the near future. We have surrendered to the divine. So this card, again, it speaks of not controlling the outcome. I don't know why I said again, but this card speaks of not controlling the outcome. So for instance, let me just say, if you want, okay, I'm going to use love, but this is just an example. It doesn't have to resonate to you. This is just an example. Say you want that happy marriage, right? You want a happy marriage and you want to have kids. And you want it with a specific person. So say you want it with David. I don't know who that is, but let's just pretend. You really love David. You want to get married to David. You want to have kids with David. But David doesn't want to get married and also doesn't really want kids, right? Let's just say. But you are so dead set on, no, I want to have marriage and kids with David. And you're trying to manifest marriage and kids. Like, why can't I have this marriage and kids? It's because you're trying to control the outcome, which means you're trying to have it with David. but David is not the outcome. They're trying to set you up with George. I don't know. They're trying to set you up with George because George is going to be good to you. He's going to give you nice things. He's going to spoil you. He's going to propose to you with a big old rock. And he wants kids. He wants the same amount of kids as you do. And he's perfect for you. But you want David. Like, you're so dead set on David. So this new beginning is not starting. What you want is not being given to you. If you know what I mean. I hope that makes sense. It's just a freaking example, okay? It doesn't even have to be with love. Could be career, whatever the case. But they want you to surrender. Like, don't try to force things with people. Don't try to force jobs. If something isn't working out for you, try a new route. You could stay in the same type of, like, lane. You can stay in the same, like, subject. But you may have to try something new or try something different or let go of somebody or let go of like a corporation or whatever the case, because you can have what you want. It just may not be how exactly you want it, but you're still going to be happy. That was like a long explanation and it didn't need to be. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. So in the near future, you are going to finally surrender to the divine, I'm seeing. And you're going to embody that confidence that Spirit has been wanting you to have. Because the Queen of Wands is my confident card. It's like the baddie, the girl. It could be a guy. Gender doesn't matter, but it's like the girl who's like super confident, who's got it all going on, who feels sexy, who knows she's sexy, has all these admirers, and it could be a guy who feels sexy, who's embodying that confidence and has a lot of admirers from other people as well. But I'm seeing that you are finally becoming the person that Spirit has been wanting you to be. So when this happens, it does look like this could be, so Six of Cups could be reconciliation. I'm getting the Six of Cups for a lot of signs actually, so I feel like there will be a lot of like reconciliations. But again, reconciliation doesn't have to be reuniting with an ex from the past. Reconciliation could just be you like reconciling with your life's purpose, whether that's a person or a career. It could be that, you know, you wanted to do this one career for a long time and you've been working at it, but you realize you don't like it. So then you're like going back to what you wanted to do when you were a child. So you're reconciling with the dream that you used to have, and that's going to take off. And it could be a person, it could be, you know, an ex from a long time ago where you're like, you've grown up, your ex has grown up, and you guys are kind of coming back together. It also could be reconciling with someone that you spent past lives with. So this card to me is not complete like reconciliation with an ex. It could just be like a new person, but you've had past lives with them as well. So again, don't try to control the narrative. Don't try to control the outcome. Just kind of like live life and let it flow. But what you will be doing for sure is reconciling with your life's purpose. Finding your way finally after like all this, like all these trials and tribulations. You'll be finally letting go of that baggage and finally being able to move forward, okay? Then we have some advice for you guys. Actually, first, I just want to talk about this card at the bottom of the deck. So this also speaks of new beginnings. It is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is full of Ace of Wands is full of passion. So you will be reconciling with something that's going to make your heart so happy, going to make you feel passionate, driven, and action-oriented. You're really going to embody that fire energy. And I know sometimes Tauruses can be a little like they're earthy, right? They're like really grounded. They use their mind a lot. They don't lead with their heart. But you will be embodying that like more fiery, passionate, action-oriented energy, which is great for you because that's what you're needing right now. And then we have some advice. And this card is the card of trust. Also, I want to just talk about butterflies really quick because I'm big on imagery. With this card, not only is it about trusting Spirit and the divine and trusting in yourself, trusting that you are as good as people say you are good enough, you are, you know, you're just capable of achieving all of your dreams. You do need to trust in yourself. And you may need to trust other people more, because if some of you are like super closed off and you're not trusting a friend or significant others, but they really didn't give you a reason not to trust them, you're going to have to kind of like let your guard down. And that way you can finally like be with your they're just giving me soul tribe. So as we get older, we start to meet like our soul tribe, and our soul tribe, it can be family members, but a lot of times it's friends that come into your life and they help you like ascend and help you with your life's purpose and stuff like that. So there may be some new people entering your life and you're kind of like apprehensive. You're kind of like, you know what, I've been screwed over too many times. I don't need to make new friends. Spirit doesn't want you to have that mindset. Of course, you trust your intuition. If somebody seems fake, trust yourself, but make sure it's not coming from a place of insecurity or grudge that you've been holding from the past about other people. I hope I said that right. I feel like I didn't, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. Also, back to the butterfly, transformation. Butterflies represent complete transformation. Obviously, they start off, what do they start off as? A caterpillar? I don't know. But I think it's a caterpillar. I hope so. Oh my God. Tell me in the comments below if I'm right, because that's embarrassing. But they start off as one thing and then they bloom into like a beautiful butterfly, like just complete transformation. And I feel like you guys will be coming into your own and transforming. And again, it's a lot about like being redirected onto your life's purpose. So if something feels like a setback, just know that it's actually for your highest good. Also, we do have this card at the bottom of the deck. This is the card Treasure. This speaks of finding happiness in the small things, finding little treasures. So stop looking at the bigger picture all the time. It's great to look at the bigger picture, but sometimes you need to pay attention to the details. So do little things that make your heart happy throughout the day. You know what I mean? Don't just kind of live like a boring day-to-day life where you're just existing. Like, find little pieces of happiness whenever you can. That's what Spirit really wants you to do as well. This is going to help you with your confidence. And then lastly, at the bottom of the deck, we have communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So you could have a Gemini placement, or somebody significant in your life could have a Gemini placement, but it doesn't have to be. Excuse me. But they want you to be able to communicate. Open your throat chakra. Make sure that you are, you know, asking. It's more so communicating with the divine. So if you believe in spirit guides, guardian angels, like, talk to them more. Tell them what you want. Tell them how they can help you. A lot of times if you ask for a sign, maybe you don't know what to do, so you have two options and you're like, for option one, can you show me 2 rabbits? And then for option, or if I should do option 1, show me 2 rabbits today. And if not, if I should do option 2 instead, show me 3 red feathers. You can say something like wild and they'll show it to you. Like the other day I asked to show me dandelions for something, or to show me, I forgot what the other thing was. And I was on TikTok and there was a girl like blowing a dandelion and I was like, what the hell? And there was like a field of dandelions. So they will show you what you need to hear. Just ask them, talk to them, tell them what you need, and tell them to guide you, because they definitely will. They're always there, but a lot of times they need permission to actively help you. So give them that permission. And then also, do not be afraid to communicate. Tell people what you want. Tell people, like, set your boundaries. And I feel like you are pretty communicative, just from these first cards here. Because you did speak up for yourself, you did set boundaries, you did, you know, excuse me, I feel like I can't breathe, I don't know why. But you did stand up for yourself, but you may be needing to be more communicative in other areas of your life. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention to if you're ever kind of like silencing yourself. Spirit doesn't want you to do that, okay? But know that you will be going through a transformation. You will be entering your life's purpose. So don't, what is it called? Don't resist that, okay? Let go of the things that aren't serving you so you can move forward and live your happiest life. But yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like the card setup, or if you feel like I should shuffle online, on camera. And yeah, if you could like this video, comment, subscribe, help me. My videos are not being pushed out anymore. I don't know what happened within the past couple of months. But if you guys could boost this, that would mean so much to me. I love you so much, and I'm so excited to see you in next week's reading. Bye!